we are going to learn our new lesson, lesson 3, globes and maps. Lesson 3, globes and maps. In the previous lesson, we learned about our lesson name, our planet Earth. Our planet Earth. Okay, in that lesson we learned more about our planets, the shape, then movements, etc. about our planet. So, in this lesson we discuss about globes and maps. In this lesson we discussed about globes and maps. Okay, students, in which planet we live? In which planet we live? We live in the planet Earth. We live on the planet Earth. We live on the planet Earth. We know that on the Earth is the only life existing planet. The Earth is the only life existing planet. Earth is the only life existing planet. Why say that the Earth is the only life existing planet? In Earth there are all living organisms are present. Plants as well as animals are present. Animals, human beings are also present in this planet. In this planet our Earth. In this planet our Earth. Okay. Then what are the factors help the living organism, living things for their existing of their life? On our planet Earth there are enough oxygen, breathable air is supporting our life. Then what all things are supporting us? Then air. Then liquid water is available only on where? Our planet Earth. The liquid water is only available on our planet Earth. For what? For drinking. For drinking. Liquid water is only available in our planet Earth. Then another factor supporting us for making our life is temperature. We know that our Earth is nearer to our sun, so sun is very hot. We know that sun is very hot. The rays from the sun is very hot. So the rays from the sun, the earth become warm. So it keep the earth warm and supporting life. The right temperature is help us to supporting our life. Okay, these are the factors help us to supporting our life in our planet Earth. Okay, we know that we live in the planet Earth, and the earth is big in size. The earth is big in size. The earth is big in size. Then the earth is big in size. Then what is the shape of the earth? We know that the shape of the earth is round. The shape of the earth is round. The earth is round in shape. The earth is round in shape. The earth is round in shape. Who proved that the earth is round in shape? A circumnavigator, Ferdinand Magellan, proved that the earth is round in shape. The circumnavigator, Ferdinand Magellan, proved that the earth is round in shape. Okay, that's all things are present. That's all things we know about our planet Earth. Today we are going to study about globes and maps. Then we know that the earth is big in size, therefore we cannot see the entire places or the entire surface of the earth at one time. The entire surface of the earth at one time. We cannot see the entire surface of the earth at one time. Therefore, so we study about our earth's surface. We find to study about our earth's surface in the same time we find out globes and maps. Then what is globe? What is globe? A globe is a man-made structure like earth. A man-made structure like earth. What is a globe? A globe is a small model of the earth. A globe is a small model of A small model of the earth. Small model of the earth is globe. A small model of the earth is globe. What is globe? What is globe? A small model of the earth is called a globe. The small model of the earth is called a globe. The globe means a small model of the earth is called a globe. Then a globe is round in shape like our earth. We know that our earth is round in shape, and also the globe also round in shape like a earth. Okay. The globe gives the clear picture of the earth's surface. Globe give the clear picture of the earth's surface. In this globe we can see the clear picture clear picture of the earth. Okay. And also it highlights it highlights the physical features of the earth's surface. The globe highlights the physical features of the earth, like physical features like the continents present in our earth, the oceans present in our earth, and the seas present in our earth can be represented in the globe. The physical features, it highlights the physical features like the continents, oceans, and the sea. We know that what are continents? The large land masses are called continents. We already learned in previous lesson what are continents, what are oceans. The large land masses are called continents. The large land masses are called continents. There are 7 continents are present. Which are they? Asia, Europe, Africa, South America, North America, Australia and Antarctica. These are the 7 continents present in our Earth's surface. These continents are also represented in our globe. These continents are also represented in our globe. And then another physical feature is oceans. Oceans means the large or huge land water bodies are called oceans. Huge water bodies are called oceans. These oceans are also represented in our globe. And seas also represented in our globe. A globe is a small model of the earth. And the globe is round in shape like earth. The globe is round in shape like earth, and also it gives a clear picture of places of earth represented in the earth's surface. Okay. Then the globe highlights the physical features of earth, it helps us to understand the physical features of the earth's surface like continents, oceans, seas, etc. And then one peculiarity is present on our earth. We know that in the previous lesson we learned that the earth has an axis. Earth's axis. What? Earth axis. What is earth axis? Earth axis is an imaginary line passing through the center of the earth. An imaginary line passing through the center of the earth. An imaginary line passing through the center of the earth is called Earth's axis. An imaginary line passing through the center of the earth is called Earth's axis. Okay. Then we believe that the earth rotates its own axis. In the previous lesson we discussed about the movements of earth. There are 2 types of movements present in our earth: rotation and revolution. Rotation means the earth rotates its own axis, and revolution means the earth revolves around the sun. Okay, then the earth has an axis. Earth's axis is an imaginary line passing through the center of the earth, and also the earth rotates its own axis. Okay, here I will show you the small model of the earth. What is a small model of the earth? Globe. This is the small model of the earth globe. globe. This is the small model of the earth. We learned that this is a small model of the earth, globe. This is globe. The globe is round in shape. The globe is round in shape like a earth. The globe is round in shape like a earth. In this in the surface of the in this globe we can find the continents, physical features of the earth like the continents, oceans, seas, etc. can be find it from globe. And also the earth, and also the globe rotates, sorry, globe, not globe, the earth rotates its own axis, an imaginary line passing through the center of the earth. This is the imaginary line passing through the center of the earth. This is the imaginary line passing through the center of the earth, and it rotates its own axis, and it rotates its own axis, and it rotates its own axis is called its rotation. And the earth revolves around the sun is called the revolution. We already learned. Okay, this is the small model. This is the small model of the earth. This is globe. Okay, then it is very difficult to carry from one place to another. The globe is very difficult to carry from one place to another. In this globe, the details about our earth is less detailed in the globe. Okay, then a globe is very difficult to carry from one place to another. Then not possible to show all the places at the same time. Not possible to show all the places at the same time. Then it is less detailed. Globe is less detailed. If one need to turn around to see the other side, one need to turn around to see the other side. If other side. Okay, that's all about globe. Then in your textbooks, the picture of real earth and model of the earth, the globe, picture of globe is given. Okay. Then next one is map. Next one is map. Map is a drawing of the earth's surface or any part of the earth on a flat paper or flat surface. Map is a drawing of the earth's surface on a plain paper. The drawing of earth's surface on a plain paper is called a map. Here is a map. The earth's surface, here is the world map present. Then it represents the earth's continents, oceans, then seas are present in this map. Then it helps us, it is very easy to carry from one place to another. The maps are very easy to carry from one place to another. Then in this map, the details of continents, oceans, seas are more details are given in this map. Map is very easy to carry from one place to another, and then maps are more detailed. It can show different places at the same time. No one need to turn around the map. To see the other side. All the features are seen on the same flat surface. This is called a map. A map is a drawing of Earth's surface. A map is drawing of Earth's surface on a flat paper. Drawing of Earth's surface on a flat paper are called a map. Then maps are very easy to carry from one place to another. Maps are more detailed. Then can show different, more detailed, can show different places at the same time. Can show different places at the same time. No one need to turn around the map to see the other side of the earth. No one need to turn around to see the other side of the earth. Okay. These are about maps. What are maps? A map, a drawing of Earth's surface on a flat paper or any part of the Earth. Drawing of any part of the Earth on a flat surface are called maps. Maps are very easy to carry. Then maps are more detailed. Can show different places at the same time. No one need to turn around to see the other side of the map. Then, if a map is hanging on a wall, that type of map we can call it as wall map. Wall map. If a big maps that we hang on a wall, we call it as wall map. We call it as wall map. Once again, maps. Maps are drawing of Earth's surface or any part of the Earth in a flat paper are called maps. Drawing of Earth's surface or any part of the Earth in a flat paper are called maps. Maps drawing of Earth's surface or any part of the Earth. Drawing of Earth's surface or any part of the Earth in a flat paper. Maps are drawing of Earth's surface on a flat paper or maps are drawing of any part of the Earth in a flat paper. Okay. Then maps are very easy to carry. Easy to carry. Maps are very easy to carry. Then more detailed. Maps are more detailed. Maps are more detailed. Then can show different places at the same time. Can show different places at the same time. No one need to turn around to see the other side of the map. No one need to turn around to see the other side of the map. These are about maps. Then next one is atlas. What is atlas? What is atlas? Do you know what is atlas? Atlas. We learned about the maps. The maps are big in size. Maps are big maps can be hang on a wall, so we can call it as wall map. Then what is atlas? A book of maps are called atlas. Book of maps are called atlas. Book of maps are called atlas. We use this atlas for finding the physical features of Earth. And if we use the atlas, we can see different types of maps are present in atlas. Then political map, physical map, then thematic map, weather forecast map, historical map, world map, etc. can be present in an atlas. So atlas is a book of maps are called atlas. Atlas is a book of maps. Book of maps are called atlas. Book of maps are called atlas. Then from this we can carry. Maps are easy to carry, but gloves are difficult to carry. Difficult to carry. Difficult to carry. Then another difference. Another difference. Easy to carry, difficult to carry. Then another, maps are more detailed. Maps are more detailed. Here, gloves are less detailed. Less detailed. Then another difference. Maps can show different places at the same time. Maps can show different places at the same time. Here cannot show different places at the same time. Different places at the same time. Once again, the difference between maps and gloves. First one, maps are easy to carry, gloves are difficult to carry. Then maps are more detailed, gloves are less detailed. Then maps can show different places at the same time, gloves cannot show different places at the same time. Once again, difference between maps and gloves. Maps are easy to carry, gloves are difficult to carry. Maps are more detailed, gloves are less detailed. Then can show different places at the same time. Maps can show different places at the same time. Maps can show different places at the same time. Gloves cannot show different places at the same time. Gloves cannot show different places at the same time. Gloves cannot show different places at the same time. These are the differences between maps and gloves. Once again, maps easy to carry. Maps are easy to carry. Gloves are difficult to carry. Maps are more detailed. Gloves are less detailed. Then maps can show different places at the same time. Maps can show different places at the same time. Gloves cannot show different places at the same time. Then another difference. No one need to turn around to see the other side of the map. No one need to turn around to see the other side of the map. Gloves, one need to turn around to see the other side of the map. One need to turn around the globe to see the other side of the map. These are the differences between maps and gloves. Okay, all of you understood difference between maps and gloves. In this lesson we discussed about maps and gloves. What are maps? What are gloves? A small model of the earth are called globes. A small model of the earth are called globes. The shape of the globe is round in shape like the earth. It gives the clear picture of the earth's surface. The globe gives the clear picture of the earth's surface, and also it highlights the physical features of earth's surface like the oceans, continents, seas, etc. And it is very easy to carry. It is not easy to carry. The globes are not easy to carry. It is difficult to carry from one place to another. Then globes are less detailed. Then can show different places at the same time. Cannot show different places at the same time. Globes cannot show different places at the same time. Then about maps. 1500 years ago, an astronomer named Aryabhata was the first man. Tells us about our earth. The earth is round in shape and it rotates its own axis. and it rotates its own axis. 1500 years ago, an astronomer named Aryabhatta was the first man to tell, was the first man to tell that the earth is round in shape and it rotates its own axis. Who proved the earth is round in shape? Ferdinand Magellan. Who proved that? Ferdinand Magellan. The first man to tell us the earth is round in shape. The astronomer Aryabhatta. That's all about globe. Then about map. Maps are drawing of earth surface. Drawing of earth surface on a flat paper or drawing of any part of the earth on a flat paper are called maps. Then maps are easy to carry from one place to another. Then more detailed about the physical features of earth is present on a map. Then can show different places at the same time. Then maps are big in size, so such maps we hang on a wall, so we can call it as wall map. The next one is atlas. What are atlas? Atlas is a book of maps. A book of maps are called atlas. In this, if we use this atlas for find out different maps about the different maps like thematic map, political map, world map, Indian map, map of India, then weather forecast map, etc. We can see on the atlas. Then next, the three difference between maps and the globes are also learned. Easy to carry, difficult to carry. More detail, less detail. Can show different places at the same time, cannot show different places at the same time. These are the difference between maps and globes. The next one is directions. Directions on a map. Directions on a map. In the previous lesson, we learned that there are 4 major directions are present on a map. If we can find every map, the 4 directions are present. We can find 4 directions on a map. The 4 major directions are which are the 4 major directions present on a map? North, south, east and west. North, south, east and west are the 4 major directions we can find on a map, every map. Then north is the top. North directions can be seen on the top of the map. Top of the map, we can see the north direction. On the bottom of the map, we can see the south direction. Then east is the right hand side of the map. Right hand side of the map, we can see the east and left hand side. Left hand side we can see the west direction. So on a map we can see on the top we can see the north direction. On the bottom we can see the south direction. On the right hand side is the east direction. On the left hand side is the west direction. East and west. East on the right hand side, and west on the left hand side. These are the major directions on it. In every map we can see that these four major directions north, south, east and west. North is the north directions we can see on the top of the map, and the south direction we can see on the bottom of the map, and the east direction we can see on the right hand side of the map, and west direction we can see on the left hand side of the map. Then if we travel in long distances, we use an instrument for finding the directions. The name of that instrument is compass. The name of that instrument is compass. The needle when a needle is present inside the compass. Needle is present inside the compass. Compass is always point in the north direction. The compass is always point in the north direction. So once again, if we travel in long distances, if we cannot find out which directions we move, some persons use for traveling, for find out the directions, they use an instrument named compass. In the compass, a needle is present. That needle is always in the north direction. For the help of that compass, we can find the four directions. Four major directions are which are there: north, south, east, and west. Okay, these are all in this lesson. Okay, all students and read our textbooks clearly, and all of you understood about maps, globes, and directions on a map, and also about the atlas. Then all are studying well. Thank you.